The Central Ontario Standardbred Association is working with you to ensure a vibrant horse racing community. Shared stories call for a united voice. That's COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. So whether you're first, last, or somewhere in between, we've got your back. With insurance, benefits, free lifetime memberships, and more. COSA. Follow our stories on social and check out the process at cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario's half-mile harness racing action. Winter conditions this evening. It is fast, the track. It's dry, but it's cool and windy. The flags are moving pretty good there the last time I looked out, so keep that in mind when playing along with us this evening. Horses will be parading at 0. They won't be staying out there long, then going to the starting gate. So wager early to avoid the disappointment of being shut out on our card this evening. HPI Bet, of course, picking up all 10 races this evening. The TVG Network go with us for the first 3 races on tonight's card. So you can expect some very nice pools in the early going, hoping that continues on throughout the night. We are back to 4 days per week racing here in London, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, evenings, 5:50, and the early start time remains in place for Friday at 4:50. Let's get a look at tonight's HBI Bet Pick 5 play that begins in race number 1. There are a number of scratches on this evening's race card, and not just a number of scratches, but a number of key scratches. They will be affecting the multi-leg wagers in a big way. So in the opener, first race happens to be clear of scratches. We're going to use 4. Shakin' My Peaches went a huge trip to be third last time out. Andy Moore, of course, stays on. The outside chance for number 7, Dream Fair Sunshine. The thing about this one, showing much the best, winning in 56 and 57 over Flamborough, but that was 2 months ago. Has not started since. So an outside post to overcome, and missing almost 2 months of racing action. It's not actually just a lock for the 7 in there. So you know what, 4 or 7, 7 or 4 for me in the opener. We're going to use the inside 3 in the second. YS Delight, Bearcat Willie, Lima de Coconut. Just an incredible stallion, son of Big Jim with his big late closing kick. He'll try for his 4th win in a row. And again, not a lock by any means, because he doesn't have that, pop off the gate speed where he could sit 1-2 in there. So he's always going to be hampered by coming from off the pace. Just don't see him off the car real quick in there. So likely to be maybe sitting 3, 4, 5 in the early going, but he will be coming at some point. But again, just not a lock for the victory. For me in the third, I'm going to key up the 9, Domino Sealster, who is moving into the also eligible spot. Scratch the 1 and 2. I mentioned some key scratches on tonight's card. Here in the third, the 1 and 2 are coming out. The 9 is moving in and now leaving from the rail. And for the 2022 debut, that's a good trip. Appeared to go first up for a ways and still showed him out in 2 minutes and change. And if you look through the program lines and the rest, there's nothing showing 2 minutes really over in London here in recent weeks. So key up the 9, Domino Sealster. That's my play. 4th race, going to try the 2, You Can't Have It, and the 4, Flying N. And, on the trot for the 4th race. 5th race, Style Snapshot, Alyssa Marie, Ride Down Lilybet. It's like that. I think $7.20 on a 20-cent wager. If you care to play along, we do have that early pick 4 that will begin in race number 3. It's another go-to wager on this evening's race card. And again, we mostly always use the same horses that we'll play in legs 3, 4, and 5 on our pick 5 play. So let's bring up that early pick 4 that begins in race number 3. It is another $7,500 guaranteed pool. And again, using the same horses that I've used throughout the early pick 5 in those legs. Key up the 9, Domino Sealster, and likely to get, I don't know, going to post time, this horse is probably going to be favorite, but when you have an also eligible moving in a multi-leg wager, Robert Reed Jr. has mentioned it in his commentary when he's been with it. People can sometimes miss these alsos moving in, so I'm bringing attention to number 9, Domino Sealster, moving in to post position 1 there in race number 3. Going to be my key play to start up things in the early pick 4, using the same horses in races 4 and 5 that I did in the pick 5. Over to race number 6, gone deepest of all in there with a 1, 2, 4, and 6. And again, we're on the trot for race 6 final leg of the early pick 4. There is a late pick 5 that will begin in that race 6 event. Again, on the trot. Start up a late pick 5, $7,500 guaranteed pool. Let's have a look. Had to keep the price down, right? Had to. So I had to go with a key play here, and I'm thinking we're going to be okay with number 2, Party in the Fast Lane. Now, made a break in the London debut there, 2 back, but Andy got this one around just fine last time out. Just lived forever on the outside to finish second in 2:01 and 2, and then at a big price too. And you might get a pretty good price on this one to start up the late pick 5 tonight. Party in the Fast Lane has the clean line behind him now, and I believe it'll be go time for co-owner, trainer Dennis Morrissey, Dina D'Ambrosio, sharing ownership, Andy Moore on to Party in the Fast Lane, race 6, my key play to start up the late pick 5. The races 7 and 8, we're going to go 2 deep, 4 deep in the 9th, and if we make it on over to race number 10, it's going to be the all button. Got to make it to race 10 and hope for a price in our finale. I believe for a 20-cent wager, the way it looks on the screen, about $25.60. Late pick 4, let's bring that up for race number 7. 7th race, another guaranteed pool here, $7,500, low take. And again, using the same horses that I played throughout the late pick 5, and of course we subtract the key play from race 6 and the price remains the same at $25.60 for the 20-cent wager. We do have some best bets now from our guest cappers. We've got in play tonight Lucarella, the hashtag Lunos. We've got Tony Elliott, our racing manager here, Indigo as well, and Howard DeLocke. Howard has joined us each and every Monday on this meet, and it appears he's going to continue to do so moving forward here. And so let's go with some best bets on tonight's card. Tony Elliott went to the 7, Dream Fair Sunshine in the opener, trying for 3 in a row. Will be in play early, so says Tony Elliott for the 7, Dream Fair Sunshine. I like the horse, just the time away from the races, plus that outside post, right? 2 months away. Last race, Flamborough, November 10th. Over to race number 2, Ontario Racing, chasing after number 3, Lima the Coconut. 7 to 5 in the morning line, has that lethal late kick and is going for 4 in a row. And if he could find a spot up close somewhat, in with a great shot. And in with a great shot regardless, because he's always got that big late kick there as mentioned. More best bets going on into race number 3. For me, drawing attention to the also eligible who's moving in, and that is Domino Sealster, and he was fine. In his 2022 debut, he sat 3rd in the early going, went first up through a quick final half, still managed a mile in 2 minutes 4/5. He battled through the 3rd quarter, 28 and 2. Find a quarter in 28 and 2 for anything in that field. You will not. It's the 9, Domino Sealster, leaving from the rail. I believe he's ready to pop tonight again. Drawing attention to him moving in from the AE spot, and with the rail tonight, I believe it's go time for Lucarella. Hashtag Lunos up into race number 8. He's going to chase after the 5, Saboni, a 2-1. Shot in the morning line, just missed in her latest. Lou says she can handle these. I agree. Saboni, a decent play there for Lou in race number 8 as part of a best bet selection. We've got 10 races tonight. Again, fast and dry conditions. Cold and wintry conditions. It is cold. The flags are flying, so it's very windy out there, and I believe that is the reason for many of the scratches on this evening's race card and many key scratches throughout the night. We'll wish you all the best. We've got all 10 featured on hbibet.com. We've also got first 3 races featured on the TVG network south of the border. Hoping to chat it up maybe with someone on the broadcast desk there. Maybe Peter Laurie's on there at TVG tonight, so we'll get things rolling with them in the early going. It's the driver draft contest each and every Monday here at the Raceway. You can visit the bit.ca for more details. Always free to play, your chance to win a $100 gift card to the Keg. Check out the driver draft contest only at the Raceway, featured on the bit.ca. Good luck tonight, everyone.